Welcome knowledge. In this one I'm just taking a look at the Jesus codes within a lot of stuff, right? So as you can see from this, Jesus in the Muslim is Isa, right? And you also have things like Isu, see, and like Jesus, Isus, and Isu, and Isa, and all this, right? And Bakal Isu, right? Which is the staff of Jesus, right? So Isu is basically Jesus, right? Isu. And all sort of variations on it and all that. You can see from that saying, Isu is Jesus, right? We have this, right, International Space University, which is abbreviated to ISU, right? So that's the same as Jesus, right? And of course, we're not a space from the scapegoat stuff, right? The scape and the space and the scapegoat ideas, right? Like William Holman Hunt done the paintings about the scapegoat, right? And the scapegoat thing is a very big idea in Levite priesthood and all this, right? So the space is to do with the scapegoat, right? So there's your Jesus and your scapegoat idea, right? Found in 87 applications for peaceful purposes. Same as Jesus was all about peace, wasn't he? See? All about peace. And so that's the International Space University. Right? The sign for it, you see a bit of an ST. Bit of an ST, a TS thing going on there, right? Which of course makes sense for what all about. Isu being Jesus, same thing. CRETA, the International Space University campus and global headquarters is located in Grafenstaden near Strasbourg, in France. ISO founded on the free RES philosophy, right? As we know, the RES is East, right? So the free East, right? So it's all very cool. It's like a modern Jesus thing, right? Like a modern version or a technological version of the Jesus stuff or some type of idea, right? Yeah. Pascal Ehrenfreud, as you can see from that picture, obviously a T, right? Yeah. Preceded by Apollo astronaut Buzz Aldrin. So Buzz Aldrin had something to do with it. Obviously another tea drinker. Jean-Jacques Dordian, another tea. And Walter Peters. See? So obviously some type of tea drinking place. 4 young space enthusiasts, the space generation. See? It's all to do with the scapegoat idea and basically getting rid of naturals and that. Arthur C. Clarke, when I think Arthur C. Clarke. Done a lot of hexes about abominable snowmen and yetis and Loch Ness monsters and all that. Arthur C. Clarke. The eunuch, the clerk of the court. Call it Ehrenfreud. So obviously a T, as we can see there, is tea drinker. Trying to find the meaning of the word, of the name Ehrenfreund. You just get this in Ehrenfreund. A Freund is definitely friend, like, innit? See, honour. Same way of MPs and that, honourable, to call them honourable MPs and that, you know what I mean? The honour. Obviously again another T type of knowable birth type of idea and all that. Honour. Honourable friend. My honourable friend, that's what they call him in the MP Houses of Commons, isn't it? No member of one's own party in the House of Commons. This one before a few times enough, but did it again. East, how you get to east. In French is est, right? In est, it becomes is. It's all in Freemasonry. Of course, all leads to the ISS, International Space Station, harmless, Jamesless International Space Station. So again, to do with space. And it's to do with, the getting rid of naturals in the scapegoat ritual. See? Just a code. So obviously there's none of these things floating around in outer space and that. It's all pure hex. To do with the space or the scapegoat, see? So again, on the east. We see something about northeast office development or something. I mean, that's a lot of bloody rubbish. There's no such thing as, whenever they film any stuff to do with this, it's from a TV studio. There's nothing floating about in space and that. It's just all to do with these T's and office development, What a joke, eh? Business network, see, it's like, they got more hex about it. Boeing Starliner reaches the International Space Station. I doubt it, like, all hex. The scapegoat ritual, right? The rite of riddance, right? That phrase, good riddance, right? The rite of riddance. So we want rid of naturals. A metaphysical process by which sins, right, single genders, right, and impurity, right, are actually removed from Israel and its temple. Sees the rite of the scapegoat as symbolic rather than metaphysical. Right? So it's all to do with this. All that space bullshit is to do with this scapegoat ritual, right? Getting rid of the natural people, right? That's the whole game. And obviously this rite, the rite. The origins of the crimson thread, the TH, the crimson thread, being cursed. You have your right. Obviously right is relating to this. Scottish Rite Freemason, the University of Freemason. Like the university. Offers life lessons to a brother. Of course we see the directions what the two birds is looking in. One's looking east and one's looking west. Right? So if you have the ones looking to the east, or their own tea drinkers and all that. So when you have like that ISIS thing and that ISIS is basically double east, isn't it? Double east, Jacobite origins. Double east, Middle East, the middle for diddle. See, middle. The trans, right? Fighting ISIS in the Middle East. ISIS. Now remember how Jesus is basically ISO or ISU, and is right here. Remember how we're also, right? So remember how also right here, when you have Jesus, right, it also become Yesu or Jesus, right? So it's basically all the same thing. It's like Yesu, Yesu or Yeshu, stuff like that. It's all basically the same type of thing. You know, Yesu, Jesus, featuring eunuch. You know what I mean? All stuff like that. Right? Spanish C, right? C, which is IS backwards, right? An adverb that expresses affirmation. The usage is usually translated as yes. See? So you basically have the same thing there, the yes and the C. Right? And that's like the affirmation. So it's like positive and good and all that, right? Which basically is referring to their own tea drinkers, right? Because as we know, they do not like the natural ones, see, and wish rid of them and all that, see? So it'll be the West idea is the sort of riddance, right? A bit of curd, right? Very recently put in a bit of curd, obviously to deal with the Ukraine hex war, right? But as we see, scapegoat and Russia-West war. So putting in curd, know what that war's really about, right? Scapegoat Hill in West Yorkshire, see? A family scapegoat, eh? There's a scapegoat pictures by William Holman Hunt, which famously depicts this scapegoat ritual, right? And that's basically depicting a natural person, right, cast out by the tea drinkers, to wander in the wilderness, right? As you can see, like a desolate scene and all that. And they sort of put all the curses onto the scapegoat, natural animal. And then, make it room isolated and all that thing. So it's like a symbolic metaphor for what they do with natural people in their society, their royal tea drinking society. You see in the background like the skull and the carcass thing in the back, so obviously that's to do with death and the unpleasant stuff, see what I'm saying? The carcasses, more knowledge about Julius Caesar, right? So this Elias, right? This name, right, when you pronounce Caesar, right? See, you have to pronounce it Kaiser or Kaiser, which is the king, right? So when you pronounce Caesar, it's like saying yes, sir, right? Yes, sir. So it's like saying yes to the king, right? So that's like basically Masonic code. And again, this reinforces that this character didn't exist. It's another coded character, right? So it's like yes, sir. Yes, sir, right? See, defer to someone as a superior, right? Left and right, east and west, right? East and west. Yes, sir, right? Caesar character is a military character and all that, isn't it? A military character, right? Baccarat, yes, sir, I can boogie. Baccarat, obviously two tea drinkers in that. Wrote by Aldous Huxley. Facts do not cease to exist because they are ignored, right? Again, coded speech by this Huxley tea drinker, right? Speech by some politician or US politician or something, right? Again, cease to exist. See, very coded that they were naturals, that they with what they're trying to do, get rid of naturals, right? No longer exist.